Okay, guys, just wanted to make a video game collection video. Um, so I haven't made one in a while, and I bought a shit ton of games over the past several months. I guess I'm getting an addiction to it. Other than a few of them I have in here. I got Two Worlds 2, which I have in the other room, and maybe some others, but anyways, I got a lot of games, and they don't even count the ones I downloaded, which are Final Fantasy 14. A Realm Reborn, which is that's the full name. Ni no Kuni. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced, but that's the game I'm playing right now, and it's very good. For all of you who haven't played it, it's a RPG. It's kind of like old school RPGs like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and Chrono Cross. Uh, Anyways, it's a game where it's pretty much like Pokemon mixed with Final Fantasy because you control familiars, and familiars are pretty much puppets or Pokemon that you control, and they have their own abilities, and they have their own levels, and stuff in art and equipment. So you can evolve them, and the cutscenes are sometimes really long, and it's a cartoonish game. The graphics are completely animated to, I guess, cell shaded. Not sure if that's exactly it, but anyway, it's like playing a cartoon. And one of the cutscenes was like 20, maybe 10 minutes long, and and it's really good. It's like Metal Gear Solid. Sometimes, I mean, they don't have that many cutscenes. A lot of it's you have to read, like you would expect from most Final Fantasies. They only talk when they need to. But it's very, very cool. And it feels like an old school RPG because of the fact that you it's the you get a boat, and you have a world map, which is cool. I'm a big fan of the world map thing in Final Fantasy because it's a very good for exploration. And I love how you raise your familiars, and I love that. I love the characters, and I love the everything about the game. So far, it's perfect. It's damn near perfect. I've gotten back into it. I went through a whole thing where I kind of didn't want to play it for a while because I just wasn't in the mood for it. Now I'm addicted to it again. But anyways, that's that game. Let's see, what else did I download? I've downloaded Final Fantasy 13 2. Uh, and I have yet to play that. And I downloaded a bunch of flash deal games, which is like $1. Spyro the Dragon, the first one I'm playing, that is my kill time game. I got Outland. Wait, yeah, Outland. It's a 2D platformer, and it's just a slasher, and it has some. It's mainly a platformer. It has some puzzle-ish platforming in there, and it's very cool. I like it. It makes you think. It's not the greatest game. I don't really play it that much. Can't really play it for long periods of time, but there are some times where it's really fun, and it'll keep your attention sometimes, and sometimes it won't. At least for me. That's all I can think of that I downloaded. Oh yeah, I downloaded Red Faction 1. That was $1. There was Crash Bandicoot, the first one. That's the only one I've never played, and I haven't played the newer ones and the PS2 one. But I play 2 and 3 anyways, and I play Spyro 2. But I got Spyro 2 also. I downloaded that with Spyro 1 because Spyro 2, when I was a kid, was one of my favorite games. Repto's Rage. I've downloaded Braid because I've always wanted to play that. It's a puzzle 2D indie game, which is cool. I'm not a big fan of indie games because they're overrated, and I don't hate them because they're overrated, but I hate that they are overrated because of the fact that I think they don't keep your attention long. They're not that in depth for most of the time. They're just different, and that's the only thing they're really good for the most part. Like Outlast is it's a 2D game, but it's made by Ubisoft or somebody, a big developer, and so that's you make games that's like an indie game, but they're made by a big company, and then they turn out to be a lot better. So anyways, let me move on. I got a 3DS when income tax time, and the first game I got was Pokemon Y. Now I've the only thing I've ever played my Game Boy with. I only had a Game Boy Color, and the only thing I had was Pokemon Gold. So obviously I have to continue the trend because I haven't had a handheld since then. I have emulator. I play my phone. I play GBA games on my phone, which I have beat Castlevania Area of Sorrow. And that reminds me, the only game that I'm gonna mention this because of the fact that I bought it. I actually bought it because I couldn't download it through my way. I'm just gonna say that. It's Final Fantasy IV on Android. It's a remake of the original, but it's 3D completely. And it's very amazing because it has a hard mode now. And I mean, even though the original that I played on emulator, which I played on my PC, was hard because I think it was the Japanese version, but it's even harder on the Android version, hard difficulty mode. And I bought these two games. First one is Rayman 2. I didn't buy these together. I bought Pokemon months ago, but I still haven't beat Final Fantasy IV, so I'm trying to beat that first before I play my DS. But anyways, yeah, Rayman Origins. I wanted a platformer to. I'm probably going to play this before Pokemon because I want to have something where it's like more of a gameplay based instead of a storyline or level based. I mean, I know Pokemon's going to be a long time to beat, and I want to play something that'll kind of be maybe a little quicker. I don't know how long this game is. Just kind of get me into the DS and the controls and stuff. And I also got. I was debating on whether I get this on console or DS. Resident Evil Revelations. When I saw these for cheap, I was like going crazy because most DS games are like $30, and they don't ever go down in price like console games, unfortunately. Nintendo, they do not lower their prices on games hardly. I mean, when I had a GameCube, I couldn't find that many cheap games, and on Wii, there's hardly like almost all of them are still like 40 to $30. I really wanted Donkey Kong Country Returns because I'm a big Donkey Kong Country fan. At least the first one. I never played the second and third one. I didn't even know about them until emulator. But yeah, so I got 3DS games now, so that'll be cool whenever I get to play it. I got 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto 4. This one I got the one of mainly to play co-op because now I actually bought another PlayStation for backup because it's overheating and I wanted to make sure I had a backup just in case because I don't want to go like a month or two without having one just in case it did do it when I didn't have money burn out. So yeah, I got I'm actually I wasn't a fan of this game. I bought it before a while back. I'm a big Saints Row guy. I'm gonna make a Saints Row versus GTA comparison, even though I really think I should play Saints Row 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5, which I have yet to play either of those before I make that video. But I might make it anyways. Yeah. So I got this. I thought that maybe I would go back into it with a different mindset and think of it more of as a shooter than an open world, because it maybe a story based game. Because I really want to play Grand Theft Auto 4 before I play 5, and it just even though I never beat 3 because it was too annoying the way the car physics were in that game. I mean, the car flipped over every 2 seconds. Come on now. I mean, seriously, like, you will turn very little in Grand Theft Auto 3, and you will flip over. I bought it on Xbox when I had a 360. I bought the backwards compatibility, 3, and I tried it again, and it just did not age well at all. So, yeah, so I bought this, and I bought the other Grand Theft Auto 4 base game, which is, just by itself to play online, since I have 2 PlayStations, and, me and my friend Chris can play it. Alright, this is what my friend bought. Infamous. Because we gotta play them all. I mean, I've been meaning to play this for years. And I gotta play them all before I play Second Son. It's pretty cool artwork. Haven't played it. Haven't even really heard of it hardly. I mean, I have, but mainly Second Son. That's the most I've ever heard of it. Singularity. I've always compared these 2 games. They always I always get them confused because I don't know, it just reminds me of the same. But I guess they're 2 different games. I think this is a first-person shooter. I wish there was more co-op games, couch co-op games. But yeah, I got that game. It's cheap. Beat this game last week when I was on vacation. Um, co-op, amazing. Get this game if you are into split screen co-op, or even co-op in general, I guess. Um, Bioshock Infinite. This comes with 2 games: the Bioshock Infinite and the original. It's on the disc, so you have to install it. But it's really cool that it comes with 2 games. So that's 2 games. I have a lot of games, and this one comes with another one, just makes it even more. I look forward to playing that. Dark Sector. I bought this a long time ago. Never beat it because I wanted TNA the game, which was a horrible choice. I think I bought Oblivion after. Yeah, I bought this, returned it, got TNA, and sold that like 3 days after that because it was horrible. Got Oblivion. Luckily, I actually got enough for that game to get Oblivion without having to put my own money in. Jak and Daxter collection. Oh, that reminds me, I got Ratchet and Clank collection downloaded. But yeah, this is 3 games: Jak 1, 2, and 3. I'm a big fan of Jak 2. I never played 3, and I never beat 1 until I got this. I beat 1 on this version, when I bought this. And Jak and Daxter is a lot better than I remember. I just remember not liking it at all when I bought it on. I think it was. Yeah, I guess it's on PlayStation only. I could have sworn I bought it on the GameCube, but I guess not, since it's a PlayStation title. Far Cry 3. I'm telling you guys, buy this game if you haven't played it. I played Far Cry 2, did not like it. Never played the original. This game is so worth the money. For one, it's long. Number 2, it's great. The characters are great, which is the opposite I could have said of 2, because 2 was bad in almost every way. It was dull, it was repetitive, but the main thing that really just like made me want to sell the game right away, return it, was the characters being unappealing, uninteresting, just dull as dirt. And I had to return it, and but I was debating on getting this. This character, Vaz, I think, yeah, Vaz. He is amazing. He is one of my favorite characters of any game ever, and so is the other one that you'll see. Okay, Crysis 2. I think I'm gonna. I haven't played 1, so I'm probably going to download 1. I wish it came with 1. But anyway, this is $6. I can't believe that. Crysis is huge, graphics wise. So I've always wanted to play it. It's one of my friend's favorite games, at least for the first one. And he's been talking me into getting the Crysis games. Resistance 3, which is odd because I got Resistance 2 also. I haven't played either one of these. I beat 1. 1 is my favorite. One of my favorite shooters. It's like the Halo of PlayStation, in my opinion, because it's kind of arcade-ish, and I don't know, fast-paced-ish. I don't know. I don't really remember it too well, but I just felt like if there was a Halo of the PlayStation, it would be Resistance. And now it's going to be, well, I would say Destiny, but that's multi-plat. But yeah, I got both Resistances, and freaking both of them is cheap. I bought every single Resistance under $10. That's crazy. So I bought Resistance 1 a few years ago for about $10, and got 2 for $6, and 3 for $8, or vice versa. Dead Island. I've been wanting to play this. It got kind of meh scores, but I've also seen the new game Daylight, and it looks similar in a way. Kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead a lot because of the fast pacedness. I don't really know which one would be better. This one got a 7 out of 10 on a lot of places, so I was debating on getting it, but I was like, a zombie open world game, come on, that's got to be cool. I don't know, at least it's decent. God of War collection, that's God of War 1 and 2. I have yet to play 3 and Ascension. I want to play these first because it's been so long since I played them. I want to get back into the storyline. Because after a while, you just kind of forget. I play so many games in my life, you just forget. Like I want to watch all the Harry Potters again before I watch the last one, and because I've watched the Deathly Hallows Part 1, didn't like it that much. It was kind of dull to me. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, so I definitely had to get this. I played this on PC. I downloaded it you know, the good old way. And it was laggy. My computer wasn't that strong for it, I guess. So I just like I played like maybe I almost got to Vegas, New Vegas, and I just like said, nah, I can't do this. I didn't really like it that either. It was kind of it was a lot worse than 3, except for certain things. But Dead Space 2, I've been meaning to get this game for years. I've been looking for it. I never find it for some reason, or I find it when I'm not wanting it. I guess you could say every time I actually look for it, it's not there, or it's too expensive. But yeah, when I got this, it looked like it had 2-player on it. You know, it was a 1 to 2 player offline looking. You know, the first little thing, not the network players, but the players. It said 1 to 2, and then I bought the game, and they gave me a case that only says 1 player. And, it says includes Dead Space extraction, but it's used, so maybe it was a disc thing. I don't know. I have to look at it. Maybe if maybe it's in the menu like Bioshock. I don't remember looking. I've been dying to play this for a long time. Silent Hill Downpour. My phone. Can you tell what ringtone that is? Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, I've been down to play this. I loved Homecoming. No matter what people says, that was a damn good game. Short, yes. Easy, yes. But it was still an enjoyable game. I did not like Silent Hill 4. But yeah, there's. It was only $17, so that was pretty cool. Mass Effect 3 was not a fan of 2 that much. I loved 1, but 2 was good. It was just too repetitive, and it just like too much of a Gears of War clone. Sort of like Resident Evil 5. That's what I hate. Every game wanting to be the same. It's either Call of Duty or Gears of War. Shoot, you know. So it's always those damn 2 games. Max Payne 3. I loved Max Payne 1 and 2. I want to beat 1. I had a friend beat the first game. I bought it and played a lot of it, but I wasn't really good at games back then. So he beat it, and I never really had the desire to beat it, I guess, myself. I don't know. I tried, but I don't know. Like I said, I really sucked at games. I beat 2. 2 was great. I thought it would suck. I don't know, because I never heard of anything about it. But I've heard a lot of good things about this game, so I definitely got to play it. Batman Arkham City. My friend bought this. Yeah, I've been wanting. What can you say? I mean, our Arkham Asylum was awesome. So, L.A. Noire. I've heard mixed things about this game. I just want to play it because I'm a big Mafia 2 fan. I've never played Mafia 1, but I loved this Mafia 2, and you know, I kind of want. I guess I'm going into it hoping it'll be at least somewhat like that game, or story-wise, anyways. I don't know if it's going to be. If it's going to be more like, you know, Grand Theft Auto or what. I heard it's really repetitive and tedious, so I'm going to try to go into this with sort of low expectations. And I got a game that a lot of people hate. I don't think I've ever heard anyone like this game. But it's one of my favorite game series, so I had to get it. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. It was $8, $9. Why not? I mean, I was thinking maybe co-op. You know, maybe I'll get another copy and have Chris go on the other PlayStation and we'll play online. That would be cool. And yeah, so I'm thinking of that. And when I played a little bit of it just to see if it was glitchy as hell or anything, and it felt all right. I mean, there are updates in games. You know, you don't know if reviews are accurate if it's been updated and patched. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got Tomb Raider. Chris bought that too. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's all. You know, a lot of games, and I got PlayStation Plus games, but they are not mine. Hitman Absolution, Binary Domain, stuff like that. Anyways.